wonderful people. Welcome to another fun episode of Nanabe's Kitchen. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. What I have on the menu today is cheesy potato balls. Yes, indeed. A recipe inspired by Jorouka's infusion. Jorouka has a YouTube channel and she is one of our YouTube family members. I would like you to please go and check her out. She has an amazing channel. I know you'll be hooked. Please subscribe to her channel, turn your notifications on and watch all her videos. In fact, binge watch all the videos she's already put out. Show her lots of love and tell her Nanaba, her sister, sent you. I have her channel linked below in the description box. Thank you so much. So I have the ingredients all lined out, so let's go ahead and talk about them really quickly. So I already have 5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes cooking on the stove. And the rest of the ingredients are some sardines in oil, olive oil, then breadcrumbs, and then I also have some flour to coat the balls before they go into the egg wash. So I also have some eggs and of course some crushed white pepper, which complements the sardines so well. And then I also have my shallot, onions, some butter, and of course we have our cubed mozzarella cheese. Now, Chica Okereke, I hope you're watching this video because you once asked a while ago, it's been a minute, that you have some sardines. You don't know what to do with them and you'd like me to show how to incorporate your sardines in different recipes. Well, this is one of them. So I hope you watch this video and I certainly hope that you enjoy it and find some inspiration from it. So we have cooked our Yukon Gold potatoes until they were fork tender, as you saw. So we are ready for the next step, which is finely mincing this shallot onion. Mince them finely and into the food processor it goes. And then what we're going to do is also add our white pepper that we have crushed. We're also going to add our sardines at this point. We're going to process this mixture with some of our potatoes and then combine it with the rest of the potatoes, from which our cheesy potato balls shall then be formed. And this is the olive oil the sardines came in. I set that aside. I'll use it soon, so keep on watching. I also add my butter, followed by some egg yolks. I have 4 egg yolks total. And I separate the yolk obviously from the whites. The white will also be used, so we set that aside for now. Now here are the potatoes, which have somewhat cooled down so they're easier to handle. And see how easy it is to remove the skin. I left the skin on, but I made some scoring on them just so that they can cook through. But the reason I left the skin on is that potatoes are rich in potassium, which is a heart-healthy electrolyte, which is a salt that helps the heart muscle to contract and relax in order to pump blood throughout our bodies, to feed our body cells with oxygenated blood that's also rich in nutrients. All right, so I left the skin on so when I cook the potatoes I don't lose the potassium. That's why I did so. All right, so now that we have some of the potatoes in the food processor, we just process it until we have a thick paste like so. I like everything to be smooth. All right, now you can leave it chunky and all you need to do is wear your glove and just use your fingers or a potato masher to mash everything together and you'll have a little bit of texture. All right, now we are going to have texture. You know, I love my texture, but not in the mixture just yet. Keep on watching and you'll see how we'll get the texture. Now, to get a crunchy coating on the outer layer of our potato balls, I have some flour, all-purpose seasoning, some smoked paprika, and I just stir this all together. This is going to be our flour coating. Okay, now I also have the breadcrumbs, and that is how we're going to get the texture, which will be on the outer layer, because we want it to be nice and creamy inside and crunchy on the outer layer. Now here's the egg whites. All I'm doing is whisking it together to loosen it up a little bit, so that way it can coat the potato balls evenly. And now we have our breading station all set up, beginning with the potato mixture. And now you get to call the shots on what size cheesy potato balls you'd like. I'm going for a fairly bigger size because I want 1 or 2 to be just enough to serve one person. So I scoop 1 handful, try to create a spherical shape with it, and then make a hole in the center and insert 1 mozzarella cube in there and form it back into a spherical shape, closing in the mozzarella cube. Now that our cheesy potato croquettes are formed, we take 1 at a time and drop it into your flour mixture to begin with. Coat it evenly, take it out of the mixture and dust off the excess flour, and then into the egg white it goes. Okay, the flour ensures that the egg white is able to stick and not slide off of the cheesy potato ball. Okay, now drop it into your breadcrumbs, and that's how we're going to get that texture I mentioned before. Yes, it's going to be nice and crunchy and creamy on the inside, crunchy on the outer layer. There we go. We do that for the rest of them, and we are ready to fry these beauties. But wait, we need to cut through all of this richness. So I am going to be preparing a fresh green chili sauce. I have some basil that just went into the food processor, followed by some Serrano chilies. I also have some spinach, baby spinach that is, some scallions, some roasted garlic, a little bit of capers. These capers are briny in nature. They also have a little tang. I have some ginger, some green bell pepper, and some more tang. Again, we need to cut through that richness, and for that I'm squeezing in the juice of half a lime. Now I'm going to also add my salt to season and to taste, and then I have my crushed white pepper, followed by some of my homemade all-purpose seasoning, which you can substitute with a vegetable bouillon. Now here is the oil from the sardine, and here it goes. We add it to the mixture and we process it until we have a paste. So this is almost like a pesto, but it's a beautiful chili-like pesto, which is so delicious. It's going to complement our rich cheesy potato balls. Done. How quick and how easy was that? We're ready to fry our cheesy potato balls. In the meantime, our oil was heating up, so we are just ready to go. Multitasking. So place them carefully and gently into the hot oil, and don't bother them once they go into the oil. Just leave them alone, kind of let them do their own thing. What you want is a crunchy golden brown outer layer, just like so. These are almost ready to come out of the oil. They don't stay in there too long, 3 minutes if that. As long as you get your crunchiness and they're nice and golden brown, they're ready to come out and be served. Look at how beautiful these are. My mouth is watering all over again, so I'm pretty sure yours is too. Just look at the cheesiness that's happening on the inside. And as for this sauce, it is totally to live for. Heavenly, just perfection on a plate. Your children will love this. Mine, they couldn't have enough of this. I promise you, you have to try this recipe. It's easy, it's quick, it's replicable. Hear that crunch? Need I say any more? Cheesy, rich potato goodness. You ought to try this recipe. I'll be so grateful for your feedback. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you go and visit my sister at Jorouka's Infusion. Chica okereke. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your request, and I also appreciate your patience in waiting for this recipe to come out. Thank you all so much for all your support and your love. I hope that you make it a great day, friends and family, and also don't you ever forget to have fun, especially you know where. In that kitchen. Yes, it is chop time.